You. So we'll do call order. So we'll start with a moment of silence. All right, thank you. Pledge of Allegiance. Who will lead us? Go volunteer today. Any volunteers? Before I pick on someone?
Make Sarah do it.
Sarah, would you like to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance? To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you, Sarah. Roll call. Madam Secretary, are we all good?
Okay. I tried to check both people off, so I'm gonna call. If I did not see you or something about it. Kala,
Hey, y'all listen up.
Carly, here. Connor, here. Haley Rivers, Trip Rogers, Ben Poole,
Here.
Taylor Robinson,
Here.
Lana Russell, here. Hayden Edwards, Cole Davis,
Here.
Galen,
Here.
Adam Johnson,
Here.
Lear, Laney, here. Maddie Smith, here. Sarah Sutton, here. Minnie, Brennan,
Here.
Cade,
Here.
Ethan,
Here.
Cameron Bradford,
Here.
Kylie, here. Emmett,
Here.
Gwen, here. And Brendan.
Here.
Okay.
We're all good? Good? Okay. Madam President.
Okay, so first things first, hey everybody, hope you had a good weekend. It's really my only announcement I have. Just make sure that which y'all have really done a great job with this so far, but make sure that whenever we are planning on having something posted, like publicly, or anytime we are trying to go through certain channels to get things done, y'all follow the chain of command. Just to ensure that nobody ever looks like a deer in the headlights. That's the last thing we want. Talk to your directors, talk to Gabe, talk to myself, talk to Jacob, Gracie. All of us try to be approachable, so yeah. But seriously, that's the only thing I have. This is going to be a quick meeting. Oh, that's actually not true. Cabinet directors, just cabinet in general. Your reports. Some of us be rambling. And that's okay, but y'all don't want to be in here that long. We all know that. Shh, Abram. Okay, next thing, Fall Fling is tonight, so as soon as we get out of the meeting, everybody go over there. It's going to be so much fun. It's at Lambright. But yeah, it'll be a really great time, so do that. And y'all know the motto, do more than you have to because you want to. And that includes going to Union Board events. Your time.
Yeah.
Unnecessary.
All right, my report, I'll be quick with it. Senators, any legislation which you share with me via the email office. Freshman ex officio meetings. Interest meeting is 28th and 29th of this month at 6 p.m. at Lyon Auditorium. You have to go to this meeting to get an application. So if you are in a group, a student funded group, make sure you go to this or tell the person, your ex officio for that group to show up, or tell your freshman friends to show up to this. Senators, here's my number, put in your contacts, sometimes Slack, get things on time. So any questions about Senate, call me, text me. Good deal. Treasurer.
No.
Gotcha.
If you're gonna spend money, please talk to me. That's all I got.
Yield his time.
Secretary.
The only thing that I have, remember that the retreat's November 4th through the 5th, excuses are due the 25th. I haven't responded to anybody's emails about retreat yet, so don't worry about that. We're also getting reminders. So if you'll pull out your phones and text this number with that message, and y'all will get reminders, so that way, you'll get notifications for your phone and for Slack, so you don't have to miss important stuff.
Woohoo!
Yay.
Anybody who's having issues and notifications for Slack, good news. Now you're gonna get text messages. Yes. Make sure you include the @ symbol.
And then the last thing I just have to say is that I finished the excuse count for everybody, so it's in the drive if you need to look at that. If you have any questions about it or don't understand it or something, then you come talk to me after the meeting or text me or come to the office or something like that. That's all I have.
Good deal. Did everyone get this yet, or need to leave it up a little bit more? Hearing nothing. All right, moving on. Advisory report. Woo! Wes.
Good evening, members of the SGA. Thank you for letting me come talk to you tonight. My name is Wes Cadden. I want to do a quick straw poll just to kind of soften everybody's mood real fast. I had a guy in my FYA class that suggested that I need to let him know outside of class when assignments are due, even though I announced them during FYA class. Evidently a little unorganized. Show of hands, how many of y'all think I should just go ahead and tell this guy?
Well, no.
Those freshmen got learned that.
No, a little extra work. Okay, no, for real, a couple things real fast. I appreciate y'all participating in my softball there. Hey, real fast. Elizabeth kind of talked about this, and so I'm not gonna harp on this at all. Y'all, I spent like 2.5, 3 hours talking to y'all, and y'all were so patient with me to go over all the stuff that we had to go over. You know, the one thing that I forgot to really go over though was aesthetics committee stuff. Never once ever crossed my mind that was something that I would have to have an issue with. We've already run into a couple of things that have been aesthetics committee related. Can I share those things, or would you rather me not in this forum? Okay. A couple of things, just small things that they're tidbits that we'll get through. Just things that didn't really resonate with me would need to go before the aesthetics committee though. So, if you're gonna put things that are permanently gonna be affixed to Tech Campus, or if it's maybe something that's gonna be visible to the public, or, you know, something like that, just in the back of your mind, think, okay, is this something that needs to go to aesthetics committee for approval before we do it? Y'all, it's one of those things like with purchasing where honestly, I couldn't tell you one way or another. We'll toss it up, and if they tell us it's not a thing we need to worry about, then fine. But it could be things that you didn't even think about. Didn't have to think about, like the new stage is going to the student center. I tried to get that approved through the aesthetics committee. They said we didn't even need to do that. But next week it could be a printer that you guys want to put in the GTM and they think it's an eyesore and we need to get it approved. So I really can't tell you what is going to need that and what's not. Just
It's
in the back of my mind,
absurd.
think
We'll
about
just say it. It's absurd.
Yep, so the other thing, unrelated specifically to SGA, but I need some help. I don't know if I said this a couple weeks ago or not. Y'all should have got an email today about the Let Us Dream conference that is coming. It's actually kind of a big deal. I didn't even know that it existed before this year when I was asked to help out with it. But it is kind of a big deal. It's a very cool conference that we're hosting. There's a university out of India that is going to be participating in this. Father Elijah, I think is his name. He used to be a college of education doctoral candidate. I think he got his doctorate degree. He's Christ University out of India. They're participating in this. It's us. it's ULM, it's Grambling, it's Delta Community College. I think they're trying to get some other North Louisiana types of universities involved in this. There are 3 panels that they're going to focus on. There are health panels, education panels, and a social panel. And then we also have a student panel. I've already got Louisiana Tech's representatives for that student panel. There's Elizabeth's going to serve on it. I thought that made sense, being the SGA president. And then there's an international student named Deepthi, who is also going to serve as our student panelist. Allie Cowan is going to be our moderator for the student panel. And then there's a lot of opportunity, though, to just do different things. So one, if you're interested in like just a service opportunity, it may be passing the microphone to the panel or to the crowd when they have questions. It may be doing just various things like running around and getting water or whatever it is. We will need some help with that. The other thing that we will need help with, and this is really where I think you guys would come in specifically, the education panel, I met with them today. They are asking for some students to kind of form almost a committee of their own to help develop some questions that would relate to these different panels. So kind of the way it is, they'll go through about half an hour, 45 minutes or so of asking the panelists kind of, predetermined questions that they can give their thoughts about whatever it is. Specifically, one topic is mental health. That's what they've asked for us to maybe try to think about some questions that we could ask these panelists in regard to mental health. I don't know what those questions should look like. That's why I'm asking you guys, maybe think about things that you would like to get some professional insight into with regard to mental health. I know that's kind of very broad. The kind of theme of the conference is where we are in each of those areas, kind of post-COVID, and how we're trying to move forward. It really didn't start that way, but now that we've moved beyond COVID, it's kind of, how are we social today within the community? It's really kind of more community service oriented, social type of thing. How is education partnering with the community, especially in line with now that we're kind of moving beyond this pandemic. And then in the student panel that we're going to talk about, I know mental health will be a focus with that. We also talk about what student success in general kind of looks like, how to kind of make your footprint on campus. We haven't landed specifically on that yet, but those are kind of the topics that we are looking to try to dive into and have that student panel kind of give their thoughts on that. So if you are interested in maybe serving on a committee to help us form some questions that would be that would be appropriate and that would kind of lend us into some good discussion, I guess would y'all be willing to take those folks?
Absolutely.
All right.
You guys just shoot me a message.
Reach out to Elizabeth and she will let me know who you are, and then I'll try to get you some more information as it kind of develops. But this is a month from today, so we're getting pretty much in crunch time here. So if it's something you're interested in helping with, let Elizabeth know, and then I can try to find some ways to get you plugged in. That's all I got. Thank y'all.
All right. Thank you, Wes. All right, moving on. Counter reports. Tori, yes.
Diversity and inclusion training. The first one is going to be for sure next Wednesday, October 5th from 6 to 7. The second one is Thursday, October 13th from 6 to 7. They will both be in the talk. One of these will be mandatory. You don't have to come to both, but we're providing 2 different dates to kind of fit with y'all's schedules. We'll be sending a Google form later on. If y'all can let us know which date you'll be coming to so we can kind of have a number count. There will also be an option for y'all to let us know if you can't come to either one of those, so we can kind of work from there. And yeah, hope y'all have a good week.
Allie.
Hey, can you send the dates in the, or
Yes.
what were the dates one more time?
The dates are next week, Wednesday, October 5th from 6 to 7 in the talk, and Thursday, October 13th from 6 to 7 in the talk.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Allie.
Hey, as kind of we said earlier, there are some graphics circulating that we need to start posting up and boosting out. So we have the freshman senator applications, interest meeting, whatever, is tomorrow and Thursday. So is the ex officio one. So those two, sorry, you're just laughing at me. They're both in the drive, so y'all can go post it on there. So share it, tag SGA, please, and thank you. Also, for headshots doing they're gonna be done after we get ex officio senators, so we don't have to worry about getting them made up too. So if you're worried about getting a headshot, that will be done after we get them in. Cool, and post up, love the gram.
Sweet. That's in less than a month. And I'll be getting all those events to you guys here soon. Interviews are coming up Monday and Tuesday of next week. Times haven't been completely finalized, but they will be somewhere between 1 and 6. And I'm going to need you guys' help. So I'll be sending out a sign-up sheet for that, and I need as many of you guys to sign up for what you can.
It's just gonna be like hour shifts, pretty much, so.
Any other counter reports? None? Sarah?
Okay, y'all. I'm bringing something back from like 3 years ago. It's the Paper Plate Awards, and
Woo!
it's really gonna be whenever I think and we think a cabinet has done a fabulous job. So this week it's environmental action.
Yeah! Woo! Yeah, all of y'all come down here, calm down.
And Senate, once you start writing legislation, you'll get one too.
Yeah, so write some legislation. Hey, let everybody come and see. No. Robes?
We all walk it together, put it
What? I can't hear you. I'm being real with you. I can't read lips. Okay.
Okay.
Moving forward. Senators, you have any report? Senator reports. All right. Good deal. So, cabinet, make sure you stay silent. Senators, moving on. Call to order. I think I've got everyone. Ellie's not here, right? Camden's not here. Cameron Bradford, he's right there. Yep. Marshall Keene, not here. Cade, nope, not here. All right, I got everyone. Good deal. We reached quorum. Woo. Okay. Do I have a motion to open up voting for approval of the agenda? Abram.
I motion to approve.
All right. So here's a second. Second. All right. For all those favors, say aye. Aye. Any nays? Abstain. All right. Passes. So old business, consideration of the proposed budget. Do I hear a motion to open up discussion?
I motion to approve the proposed budget.
Approve. Okay. Your second. Second. All right. For all in favor, any discussion, by the way? Right. All right. For all in favor for the approval of the budget, say aye. Aye. Any nays? Abstain. The budget approves. Yippee. All right. No new business. Adjourn.
Thank you.